there's people on the internet who don't like us. Do you consider them enemies?
Yes.
You do?
No, I'm just kidding.
What's up, you guys, and welcome back to school. But don't worry, everything is cool. I'm your host, Julyssa, and of course, I'm here with the boys, Steve and Brandon. Say what's up, you guys.
What's up?
And how y'all doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. We're switching it up. I'm sitting over here now.
Yeah.
We're always evolving. We're always changing. How are you doing?
We're just too lazy to move the chair.
Yeah, we're maybe too lazy.
How do
to
y'all
move the
feel
chair.
about the setup, though?
Yeah, it's not
Is this
bad,
a better
right?
one? Is this a better one?
Yeah. What does the audience think? I
Should we
think
keep Brandon by himself now?
yeah, separated. It looks like you're the teacher in
Isolated.
Go ahead, teach me something, bro. Tell me a fact that I don't know. I bet you do have one for
Fact
sure.
that you don't.
I know for a fact you probably do have a fact.
I don't know. That's a good one. It's not a fact, but I was thinking about it. You played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Do you remember when in one of the missions when Arthur helps the Native American tribe,
Mm-hmm,
specifically the chief? I think his
Mhm.
name's Rain Falls.
Mm-hmm.
I like the part where he says even sacred things are just things.
Wow.
I think about that a lot.
Wow.
When I'm mad about something,
I like that.
like when I'm mad about something that I like, I'm like, even sacred things are just things.
You know what? I fuck with that. Julie, go ahead. Tell me a fact. Oh no, go. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna be like, give me a surprising fact about you.
About me?
What's something the audience doesn't know, bro?
Something the audience doesn't know? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Or something I don't know.
Yeah, you used to have blonde hair.
I did used to have blonde hair. Didn't you?
I
thought
feel
you
like we've
posted
talked
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Did we?
I
Yeah.
feel like you posted a picture of me with blonde hair.
Have I?
All right.
I don't. It
next
was
one.
before. All right, next one.
But like, wouldn't you guys know more? Like, cause I'm like, I don't know. What don't they know?
He
I
used
don't
to.
know. Oh.
No, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna be like, no, you have to say what you think is a surprising fact about
What
you.
I think is a surprising fact about me.
Yeah.
I don't listen to podcasts.
Wow.
I think everybody I talk to is always telling me like, put me on a podcast. I'm like, bro, I don't listen.
You pretentious fuck.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Do
seen?
do you listen to him, bro?
Of course, I listen
Which
to.
one?
TODO CHIDO first, easily.
But like, you have to listen to us because we edit the show.
Yeah.
That's why when people say, well, you listen to yourself, I'm like, yeah, but like, I kind of have to.
You know what's interesting? Have you seen that people listen to AI podcasts now?
No.
People listen to AI podcasts of anything, and there was this clip of this dude where he's like, when my AI podcast forgets that it's AI, and he's like doing like his work, and then the AI starts coughing. Sorry, excuse me.
What?
You haven't seen it?
Never seen it.
He's like, what the fuck just happened?
Are you
No.
sure that's AI?
Yeah.
How do they know that's actually AI though?
What I remember in I think it happened in India. There was like a news story that broke a couple months ago about how this like startup company that started their own AI got exposed that they don't have AI, that it's literally like an entire group of people that they hired to like answer people's questions. And so people were saying that they wouldn't be surprised if this is actually like a thing that's more common in the world, where people think they're talking to AI, but they are actually talking to a person.
Really?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It happened. It happened in a completely different part of the world.
You think so?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's too. I'm pretty sure it's just
The only
advanced.
time I've seen people say AI podcast is when you can put like, if you're studying like material, you could put it into like an AI and it'll turn what you're studying into a podcast. Which I'm like, at that point, just fucking read it, no? Like,
I don't know, bro.
No.
People are
'Cause
lazy.
I don't know. I guess that's the thing with podcasts. Where I feel like I would just tune out. Like I'd be like, I just hear like talking and then.
I do listen to some podcasts.
Like who?
But
Like who?
who I can't reveal. I can't reveal my own
gatekeep?
personal thing. I need a gatekeep.
Does it rhyme with Bogan?
No, it does not rhyme with Bo Bogan. That's a good one though. I used to when I was falling into the alt-right
You
pipeline.
used to tap into.
I used to tap into some Bo Bogan.
some Bogan.
What else is like a common? I do listen a little bit to what's it called Call Her Daddy.
Oh.
Oh,
That one's not bad. I do like some of the local ones.
You know, that's one of those ones where I'm like, I found out about that one. Like I had heard about it, but I'd never seen it. But then when I saw it like on my TikTok, I was like, I did not know it had that much motion. Because they had like,
they're like, I think
she
like
had
one
Jane
of the biggest
Goodall.
problems.
She had Jane Goodall. I was like, oh shit.
That's where I think
Crazy.
that's where Chappelle Rowan.
Chaperone.
Chaperone. We say Chappelle.
Chaperone.
Chaperone.
Chappelle Rowan. I think that's where she said the famous like
Fuck the Democratic
yeah.
Party.
But
I don't think
No,
she
it's
said
where
it
she
that
No,
way.
said.
no, no.
It's where she said. I don't have time to be political.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking pop star.
Or
Like I
something
think
like
that's
that.
her.
Some
yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, have you ever seen Friends, the show?
No, not
Every time you mention that you don't watch podcasts, it reminds me of this one specific moment in Friends where Joey's like the actor, right? He's like an
Yeah.
aspiring actor, and he's finally getting like his big break. He's gonna be on this soap opera called The Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
And so I think People Magazine is gonna do an interview with him. And so he's really nervous. He's like, he doesn't want to say anything stupid because obviously in the show he is stupid.
Yeah.
And in the show they do the interview. As they're doing the interview, it's all going great. Like he had nothing to be nervous about. And the interview ends. She's walking away and she's like, "Oh, actually, I do have one more question for you." Because obviously, you're on the show. I'm sure some people are gonna want to know, like, what are some soap operas that you watch? And he's like, soap operas? I don't watch any soap operas. Come on, I got a life. And he's like, oh, interesting. And then
he loses.
yeah, he basically gets canceled for it.
Aw.
But every time you say it, it always reminds me of that scene.
Every
But
time I have seen clips of Friends, I always think Ross is the funniest one. But
Ross is David
apparently-
Schwimmer?
Apparently, people say Ross is their least favorite, but I think he's really funny.
I
Julie?
like Chandler.
R.I.P.
I feel like I would like Chandler, Ross, then Joey.
I just,
Or if you want to include all of them.
I like Ross's style of humor.
yeah,
I just think he's really funny.
his face is funny.
It's
Yeah.
because he
Just-
likes dinosaurs.
Yeah,
He's like
probably.
you.
Oh,
It's
true. He's a paleontologist.
It's because there's this one. I think it was just playing. You know how Friends is like on every fucking channel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's on Nickelodeon. It's also like on ABC.
It's like on
and,
TBS.
yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
There's this one episode playing where I guess Monica's parents don't like Monica, or they're always like, they're always like hating on her, but not
Mhm.
Ross.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Ross has to tell his parents like that his ex-wife is having a kid, the one that became a lesbian and
Yeah.
divorced
Oh,
him,
yeah.
but he hasn't told them. And so basically they're going in on Monica, and she's trying to get Ross to say anything, and they finally do, and they're like, Monica, did you know about this? and then I just thought that was funny.
Oh yeah, it's like why didn't you tell us about this?
Money?
They still somehow blame her.
Yeah.
But also, a quick sidebar. Happy Halloween, everybody! I mean, it's not Halloween per se when this episode comes out, but
Halloween
it's
is
the day
cool.
after.
It's our Halloween episode.
Yeah, this is our Halloween episode, so things are about to get spooky. I'm gonna manifest that a ghost appears
What's your
in this
scariest
episode.
story? And it can't be a repeat.
My scariest story? When I was a kid, 8th grade, I remember I woke up to the house shaking. I've told this story like a
I said
million
it can't
times.
be a repeat.
I had a nightmare last night. I have nightmares most nights though, if I'm being honest. But I kind of like it. You get used to it. You don't get used to it, but you you learn to live with it. You learn to cope.
You're like a redditor. Like it's actually pretty interesting. Actually,
I
I only
actually-
dream about bad things.
It's just like a glimpse into my twisted mind.
Yeah, that's you.
No, but I do have nightmares a lot. I've said this since I was like a kid.
I remember as a kid, I saw what I thought was a flying saucer, but I don't know. I assume as a kid you just hallucinate more.
That's what I was thinking too.
Cause I remember it was at my birthday party. I was like maybe like 10, and my dad used to have this truck, an old truck from like the 70s, like a GMC, and I would just sit in the trunk like all the time because I thought it was cool. And I remember looking up, it was like 8 or 9. I mean 6 or 7. And there's like this triangle.
This food.
There's like this triangle shaped thing like above, like, and it looked maybe like from a kid perspective, I thought like 100 feet up. I don't know. I could have been fucking like 5 feet up, and I'm just
True.
a dumb kid. And it was just kind of going slow and spinning. And it had like, have you ever seen those like 80s movies where they have those lights that go like this?
Yeah.
But they're like squares.
Yeah, it's like
On each side of it, it had like green lights doing that. And I remember it was slowly spinning. And I remember as a kid, I was like trying to be like,
Like Courage the
yeah,
Cowardly Dog?
exactly. and I remember nobody was listening to me because I mean I was a kid, maybe everybody was drunk, and then I was like, and then when I look back, it was gone. And then I still think about that, but what I think of it, I think I was just hallucinating.
You know what's weird? I was recently thinking about that too. When I was a kid, I feel like I saw shit like that all the time,
Yeah.
and I was like, it must have been my imagination was just going crazy.
Or either I saw it or I was
Or-
hallucinating. That's my only explanation.
Or we saw it, yeah.
Yeah.
Or we saw it. Like I remember, like this one time in high school. I mean, I consider high school still being a kid. I was pretty young. I cut myself like on some barbed wire,
Yeah.
and I remember like clearly seeing that like I slashed like my hand, and then I like scrunched it like super super hard. And I don't know if maybe it was this weird
And it
medical
healed?
thing. Yeah, I did. I swear to you. I swear to God.
Dead.
Whatever. Julie, you never had anything like that?
Scary?
Yeah. What's the scariest story you've ever experienced? It's spooky season, bro. We have to.
Damn, I don't know.
Nothing scary ever happens to you?
No.
Do you remember that one time we were in the living room and we heard like banging all of a sudden, like happening in the upstairs? But we were home. I know that pause. But
Gross.
we were the only people home. Me and Julie were the only people home. I swear to you. We
Right.
were in the living room
Right.
and we heard banging coming from upstairs.
Maybe use a different fucking word, man. We heard knocking, or I don't know.
We heard something slamming on the wall.
we heard something
like,
smashing. All right, well, we heard a noise, a thumping of
There you
sorts,
go, thumping.
of sorts coming from upstairs. And I remember Julie basically forced me to go check it out.
I was like, bro, go up there.
I was like, I remember literally getting up there, being like clenching like
shaking?
my fists, like being just ready. Like, I guess I'm gonna just swing if I see anything. No bullshit. I was ready to just swing. I remember I already had my hands pre-clenched because obviously the few seconds I saved clenching my fist probably made a difference, right?
Oh, because you were already in
Right.
position to fight.
So I remember going up there and then I opened it and it was just I think my birthday had been around, so I think it's just a dumbass balloon I got him for my birthday. It got stuck in my fan that I left on, and it was just hitting the fucking.
That was the
thing.
thumping.
That was pretty scary though, huh? I was pretty scared.
I was ready for him. I was ready for him to just shout.
Julie said that if I had shot it, she would just ran out of the house.
I would have just left.
That's real.
Yeah, if bro, if you and me were hanging out late at night, and I'm like, my parents are in Mexico or something, and I was like, dude, I think I hear something upstairs. I'm gonna go check it out, and then I went to go check it out, and you heard me scream.
You know, okay, I'm gonna give you a real answer.
Okay.
I feel like when it comes to these situations, I feel like there's what I'm thinking I would do, but then in that situation, I don't know what I would do, because I'm like, I feel like maybe the adrenaline would just make me run up there. So like right now, I'm probably like, I'll just run away, but I feel like the adrenaline would make me run up there.
True, huh?
Because like, I don't know, I feel like there's situations that I've been in where I'm like, I would never do that, and then I end
The
up
situation
doing it.
happens, and you're like, damn, I didn't think I was gonna do that.
Yeah, like remember that time some guy tried to jump me?
Yeah.
I didn't think I'd end up fighting the guy, but then I just did.
right.
So I was like, if you had asked me on the podcast, like, what if some dude was just honking? I'd be like, I don't know, just leave, or I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like how I was telling you guys about the weed smoking story recently. I was also like,
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh, at
You
the
weren't there.
park.
Yeah,
at
at the park.
Yeah,
It's kind of the same thing. Like, I didn't think, if you had told me something like that would have happened to me, I would just be like, I just ignore them and then just walk
Yeah.
away. I don't know. I was gonna get into a screaming match and shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
Another spooky story that I think maybe I was just hallucinating. I think I told this one before. When I was a kid, you know how you've been in my house and there's 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
There's the small one and there's the big one.
Next to the jacuzzi and
exactly. I didn't like the big one when I was a kid. It just creeped me out.
I can see why.
I remember my parents would always get mad at me and they'd be like, just go use the bathroom, like use that one. And I'd be like, no, you have to go with me. I don't like that one. I remember one time they were like, just go. And I went in there and it sounded like there's someone else in the bathroom. So I thought it was my parents. Like I thought they were just like, all right, I'll go with you. And then I heard it was sounding like another little kid say, hey. And then I just ran out of there. And then again, like Courage the Cowardly Dog. I remember trying to tell my parents, like, and it wouldn't come out. And then after that, I would avoid going to that bathroom for a while until I guess I just got older and I was like, I mean, I don't know, maybe I just hallucinated. Maybe I had a
That's-
hallucination problem as a kid.
Maybe.
Maybe you had a gas leak.
Maybe.
Maybe
Or
you did.
maybe.
Maybe your whole life.
Maybe. I always think about those things because I'm like, oh, what is that? There has to be an explanation.
No, that's true. I have another one that was funny. This is when everybody was out of town. I don't know where, probably Mexico. I mean, where else would they be? But I remember I was the only person who was at home, and I remember this one's kind of more funny than it is scary. But I was still like, what the fuck is going on? I remember I had like spilled like water, and I had no idea how. Like I had it on my counter and it spilled over, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was putting away laundry, so I was like, all right, let me clean it. Fuck, now that's another thing I gotta do for my chores, whatever. And then I tried to put my shirt on a hook, and I broke the fucking hook. And I was like, whatever, fuck, I'll take another one. And as I reached to get another one, my fucking closet caved in on itself. Literally, the whole thing just broke. And I remember literally out loud saying, what the fuck is going on? Because I literally was like, that's all back to back. But it was more funny because I was like, there's no fucking way that shit just broke.
Reminds me of that episode. Do you remember when there's that earthquake in George Lopez?
Oh,
and
yeah.
all the place almost fall on Benny.
Oh, yeah. It was literally like that.
And George says, tip over the fridge.
Yeah. Bro, it was literally like that. I literally out loud, like nobody was home,
You know,
looked around and I was like, what the fuck is going
For
on?
situations like these, I wish I had the click remote. Where I
to
could,
like pause.
Rewind.
no, so I could go like as an adult and go see like
Oh, what the fuck happened?
Because then I'd either see like there's something there,
Which is
or it's
scary.
just my little kid self just tweaking out or something.
Which is pretty scary though.
Yeah.
It is pretty scary.
What would be scarier, bro?
Like to go back and see like some shit that you didn't know whether or not it
Like
was real.
let's say you went back in time and to the point of your at the
My,
house.
my most scariest story,
yeah,
right? The one with my house
and
shaking.
you're there, and then you do actually see some crazy shit.
Bro, I literally feel like my body would leave my fucking soul.
So, given the option, would you go see it or not? You
No,
wouldn't go
I
see it?
would not go see it. Maybe from far away if I had, but I feel like it would do that thing. Have you guys ever seen that comic where people are like, imagine you time travel back in time to see Jesus, and as soon as
I
you,
was just gonna say that.
and as soon as he sees you, he looks at you and stops speaking, I think Hebrew, and
he's
speaks
like-
in perfect English, and is like, go home.
I think this kind of cringe.
But I'm just saying,
No. At first, I thought
it's
that
just an example.
no. At first, I thought that scenario was kind of cool, but then I saw a bunch of like Christian people like genuinely reposting that, and I was like, all right, nah.
People made an animation for it too.
They did.
Yeah, to like show it.
And
Wait, that if you went back,
if
and
you
he
went
was
back
like,
to see
"Go home."
Jesus, and he's
Yeah.
like, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah, the way they animated it is like it's Jesus like on this hill under this tree, and there's a crowd of people like listening to Jesus talk, and Jesus all smiling and stuff, and then you see somebody wearing like a kind of like a hood, and like under it you can see it's like futuristic stuff, and Jesus like smiling and talking, and then he stops smiling, stops saying anything, and then like the leaves start flowing, and then he looks at you and is like, "Go home right now."
Do you remember Family Guy did that? But they say he just does this.
Oh yeah,
He's
Oh,
But
yeah.
like, but what's the point of that?
it's because he's all knowing. He's
And
God.
It's supposed to be like cosmic horror, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you go back to see God, and it actually is God. Because then
He's
you'd come.
omnipotent.
Because then you'd come back, and you'd probably be a Christian, right? You'd be like, oh shit, Jesus is real. Whatever.
Like I saw Jesus and he is the Son of God.
Interesting.
So you think if you went back to go see those aliens, the aliens would do that?
I would just be scared of like
Of
even
that
if I was
happening?
far away and they saw me, they'd be like
You think
they'd
hit you
sense
with
me.
that?
Yeah,
Go
You think
home.
so?
yeah. I don't. That's just bro. That's how scary it genuinely was for me.
So given that option, you would say nah.
Yeah, I genuinely
That's
that's
fair.
like my biggest fear is that
That's
I would go
fair.
back in time and somehow they'd like see me.
That's fair. That's
It's funny because probably for like new listeners, they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about, but it's too long of a story to tell.
Basically he saw an alien.
I didn't say alien.
You wouldn't go back to see the drones where you guys saw the lights or whatever
In Mexico?
That one's maybe interesting because that one that one I swear to you I did see.
Now in Mexico. No?
Mexican.
It was probably the government, bro.
Would you turn Julie to make her see?
I would.
He would drag me.
Wait,
out.
is that what happened? Were you trying to tell Julie the courage thing?
I feel like from my memory, I do remember telling you to look.
and she
Where?
just said no.
Yeah,
Where?
but you were laying down.
when?
When we saw the UFOs New Year's after the New Year's party in Mexico, where
with
the
the
whole,
whole
family saw except you.
I didn't want to get out. I was like, bro.
But it
I'm
was
like,
like-
look, and Julie's like, I don't want to get out.
So if you
There
went
was
back in
there
time,
was
would you make it
literally
work?
a tree like in the way, and I was like, I'm not.
work?
I was like, I'm not.
I was like, move, bro, so you could see.
I was like, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get out of this truck, and then they're gonna be gone, and then I'm gonna be even more pissed off that I got out of the
I was
truck.
like, she literally missed out on a once in a lifetime visual because
So
she
what
didn't want
was
to
it?
move.
It was just like little lights.
No, so it was like
red lights. Or
it was like
something
red
that.
lights. Yeah, it was like these red lights, kind of in you know, a parabola, but stretched out, kind of like
like kind of like this.
yeah, like a curve.
Like that?
No, like a
Oh,
curve,
right,
like a
right.
curve, literally like a curve, like a curve, and it was like I couldn't tell you how many lights, maybe like 6 or 7. Lights were like on it. They were red lights. They were like spread out evenly, and they were just like floating over. For context, like where we live in Mexico, we live on the edge of town. So when you look out, there's nothing for field. There's just fields and fields for miles. And so there was like these lights just like floating on top in the distance. Like you could tell pretty far away. And my dad flashed like his light up at them, and they literally like floated away.
They reacted to.
Yeah, they reacted to the light being
thought-
shown at them.
Wait, was it? You said it's like a legend, or because I thought
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah.
something about how like they go on the volcano or something.
Yeah. So yeah, Julie knows this. There's like this legend that supposedly the volcano. Drew, can you say the name of the volcano?
That's where they get their gasoline from their ships.
Supposedly, the legend says that all volcanoes.
I'm just kidding.
That's not. They don't say that. They don't say that.
They don't say that.
But they say it's like a space station. It's like a rest stop for aliens. That the
Yeah.
volcano, because it's the only place that humans won't go.
It's Popocatépetl.
Yeah. So they'll fly into the volcano
Yeah.
because it's the only place that humans won't go.
What do you think?
It sounds interesting. Oh, there's some interesting stuff about it. There's some things.
What's that from? Oh,
That's
that's
AJ.
fucking just styles.
There's some, it's just some stuff I don't think you'd understand.
People don't know.
I
what
know
the
that.
fuck-
I'm
I feel like
referencing to
it would fall into kind of like La Llorona. El
You think
Cucuy
so?
kind of. mythology.
Definitely
I
for
don't-
for
I
Puebla
don't know.
specifically. For
Oh,
Puebla
okay,
specifically.
okay.
Yeah.
Because the volcano.
I thought you were saying like you put aliens on the same level as.
No, for Puebla, the people genuinely
Oh,
believe
it's like that same.
that like there's aliens around the mountain. Like people spot them all the time.
I mean, there's the alien ship that we were talking about.
Yeah, remember we talked about that
Oh,
like
yeah,
just a
yeah,
couple
yeah.
weeks ago?
like with the dead alien in there,
Oh, shriveled up.
crawling out of the.
Just somebody's fucking
Well, because
corpse.
it is interesting that
Yeah.
it's like downhill and it goes up.
It is. We've been there, bro.
I remember
I
seeing
feel the
that
energy.
there's places like that on Earth that do have that. It's just what do you call it?
Science thing.
Yeah, but there's a name for it.
The equator.
No. What do you call it when it's like an optical illusion?
It's an optical
When
illusion.
it's an optical illusion.
I don't know, Julie. It felt like
Because
I know. It
no,
felt
they
pretty.
say it from what I've seen like on the science channels. It's just the position that you're standing in and the background make it look like it's going up, but you're going down.
I don't know, bro.
No, bro. No.
We
That's what I'm seeing. That's
We
what
were
I'm saying.
doing.
That
We were.
shit-
I believe
we
you.
were kids when we went.
I
so
believe you.
believe me,
I believe you.
we tested that shit out.
We tested it with water. We tested
Pencils,
it
the
with fucking
car.
the
I
car.
don't know. Alien stuff's interesting. Why would they go in the? I just as a
It's
scientist.
the volcanic.
Why
I
would
don't
they
know.
go into the?
A lot of energy, bro.
That's not that far out of. That's not that crazy.
No,
I feel like people could. I mean, if they're,
it's more realistic than La Llorona.
I think so.
I can
Right?
see that.
Do you don't think so?
No, I can see that.
Llorona aliens?
Bro, La Llorona's real, bro. Come on, let's not play around real things.
You think so?
No, it's not real.
All right, I told you. I thought I heard her.
I'm telling you.
When?
I was because I sleep like I sleep on my couch a lot. That's a fact. I don't know. I don't know. But my couch is like right next to the window, and I get hot easy like you. So I leave the window open,
Mhm.
and it was like maybe like 4, like
6 or 7.
No, I want to say like right before 4:00 when like
Okay.
everything's still foggy. It's still dark, but you
Mhm.
could tell the sun is like on
About
its
to
way,
come up,
on
yeah.
its way. And I heard the like it's just echoing like a woman.
What the
And
fuck?
I remember telling my girlfriend, and she was like, did she sound far or close? And I was like, she sounded far. And she was like, when she sounds far, that means she's really close.
I'm like, what kind of that fucking?
But I was just like, what's she doing in fucking Burbank, USA?
It's funny. Do you remember that time when we were younger and we were smoking in my backyard? Also, like 2 a.m,
Yeah.
and we heard
That-
some
yeah.
women screaming.
No, but that wasn't like a Llorona scream. That was like somebody like a help me scream.
Yeah, that shit was scary though.
That was scary.
Hey, y'all didn't go help?
We were like teenagers,
bro. It was also like 2 a.m, and it sounded like it was really far.
It was far, but it sounded like maybe like a mile or two away.
It sounded far, bro. Because you know the position of where our old house was, like, and
It
you could
sounded
kind of
like
hear the city,
like a Squidward yell. You know how
Yeah.
Squidward goes?
Yeah.
It's like that.
I remember we were like, all right, maybe we should go inside.
We should go inside. Yeah.
That
I
shit
think-
was scary though.
I feel like the only scary. I'm always scared, but I think the only scary thing that's ever happened is when you guys tell scary stories in the dark.
Oh, and then it creeps you out.
Yeah.
Did any of these creep you out?
No, because
Oh.
it's daylight.
Then I'll tell
Oh.
you a real scary.
You know
story.
what would scare me though? What stuff that like I imagine that would scare me is running into like a person who's like a little not
It's
there.
like, yeah. for
Like
sure.
like if you're going hiking or camping and running into some dude who's like a little off.
For
that would scare me.
sure.
Like let's say you go solo camping, you run into some dude who's like,
Yeah.
remember you told me your
I
friend?
was literally
Yeah.
gonna say
that's like my nightmare experience. I
that
would
what?
never want to.
my homie. I won't say his name.
Let's call him Teddy.
Yeah, I'll call him Teddy. He said that he went solo camping for his first time. He was like obviously like scared about it, but he was like, it'll be fine. Like, I'm sure it'll be easier than I think in my mind. And he said that he went solo camping and that he ran into this dude that I guess is like off-gridder, like
Yeah.
conspiracy theorist, like totally out of his fucking
Yeah.
like mind, was telling him that he's like hiding from the government and like that nobody needs like basically should have seen him, that he was even here stuff.
Mhm.
And he was like, bro, he scared the fuck out of me. He was just there and like basically kind of like subliminally threatening me, being like, nobody should know where I'm at.
Yeah. That kind of shit would actually creep me out. Like being alone with some dude like
Yeah.
that. Like,
He's a big dude at least, so at least
oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, like leave me
Yeah.
alone. Why?
For
That would
sure.
scare me.
I was at peace, and now
Yeah.
you destroyed my peace.
Or like when the story about Utah when it was just
Oh,
me
yeah.
and my girlfriend in the middle of fucking nowhere and fucking bunch of racists pull up.
and they're like,
Oh my
you're not from around these parts,
Leave me
are
alone, bro. I
you?
was just trying to go home.
You're that Mexican.
That's scary.
You're
That's
one of
scary.
them.
I don't know. I want to believe in ghosts. I want to like see something that's crazy.
Mhm.
I just think in a weird way, it's supposedly in the lore of ghosts, like they get the energy and the power from like you believing in them. I think because inherently
Yeah.
you and me don't believe in them. If they were real, at this point it's too late.
I guess that's what pisses me off. I'm like, why is there like these fucking genie
Rules?
rules? Like, it's because you don't believe that I'm not gonna. What? Wouldn't whatever.
Wouldn't you want to disprove?
Yeah. You want? I have a scary story from my dad.
Oh, let me hear it.
Because my dad said when he was growing up that because this was all fields like back in the day.
Mhm.
Well, he lived closer to the beach, like Venice, but still, it was all
That's
like,
crazy though.
It was all farmland. He always says watch La Bamba. You know, in the beginning when it's all like that, he said that's the only movie that ever gets it right. He said, well, his mom. I've told you guys before. His mom's indigenous, right, Native American, and she had this uncle, this brother, his uncle. His name was Nati, I think that's what they called him, because I think his name was Natividad, because he was
Oh,
born
wow.
on Christmas, so they called him Nati.
That's cool.
But they're like, he liked to drink, but he was a storyteller. He liked to tell stories, and that so one night he had come. He was walking home. He was like drinking, and that he kind of like fell over on the side of the road and was kind of falling asleep, and this guy on a horse like rides up to him, and that he was kind of like in and out, and then he says he remembers that he felt like he was on the horse, like that he was like drunk but like kind of half awake, and that the horse was like he heard the you know that, and then he just woke up at home, and that so you know how there's that story about like the headless horseman,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that they would always tell him that it was that, because the I don't know,
That's wild.
There's a time when he said that my dad said when he was a kid he would hang his guitar on his wall, and that at night he would hear someone playing it. But then he told his dad, right? And he said that I guess there's like this thing when there's a ghost, there's gold. So his dad took it seriously and would make him like go dig holes outside to look for gold.
That's
Okay.
funny.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah.
Damn, we should have been digging in our own our old house.
I don't know if that's. I don't know. Maybe. I
I
don't know
mean,
where that
maybe
I've never heard of that.
I feel like it probably comes from because it's like, what is it about ghosts that they
Unfinished business.
Attached to
Unfinished-
something.
Yeah, they're like unfinished business. So sometimes they're still they
'Cause
have their
doesn't-
money.
Doesn't
and they're
Mr.
digging
Krabs say
gold.
that too? Do you remember when Patrick and SpongeBob are pretending to be ghosts and he has gold on him or some shit? Remember Mr. Krabs says that? So it has to be
I think
coming
so.
from somewhere,
I
right?
think so.
Well, because I don't know. I guess when
buried
people
treasure?
pass away, they also used to put coins on their eyes.
Oh, true. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Imagine having to die and pay to get into heaven.
What made you think of that? Is
'Cause
that
the-
where that
That's
comes
what
that's
where
what
it
the
comes
coins
from,
are.
where-
I
that's
thought
where
it
the
was to
coins
keep
come
your
from.
eyelids closed.
I think-
because
No, it was also to
it'd
put.
be kind of creepy if you're.
I think the money was also so that you could pay your way into heaven.
Oh,
or
you
some
give
shit.
Yeah.
you slip Saint Peter a
Yeah.
little something in case.
Yeah, in case you're
That's-
not on the list.
Oh,
you know?
that's funny. Isn't that kind of blasphemy?
I mean, that's
How would that make you feel if
If
you're not on the list and you actually they gave you coins and you slip him some money? He's like, all right.
I'd be like, damn, this is heaven. Shit, you guys run this shit like this?
I would think I was actually in hell. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm actually in hell.
I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
yeah. You know what though? For some reason, ghost stories and stuff taking place in the past are more believable to me than them now, even though it shouldn't be, because like in the past there's like less explanations. You get what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah,
I don't know why though.
that's interesting. Yeah, why?
I don't know. It just seems like, because I told you I like in movies when they say that technology is the antithesis of like spirituality. So the more
Mm.
technology there is, the more spirituality fades. So I think when there's less
Mm.
technology, for some reason,
the spirits roam.
yeah, I don't know why, but I think that's cool.
I can see that. That's actually a good explanation.
Yeah.
But moving on to
Speaking of hell,
Speaking of hell,
yeah.
we have a list of topics that we're gonna get into on, because I know we went a little long in the Copen, but it was cool. What, Julie, set us off? What's our first topic for today?
Well, you guys were talking about something about how Trump said he's going to hell.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah.
So is that what he
you never seen
said?
it? You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
He's,
I'ma try
I
and
think
look
he's
for it.
on the plane, Air Force One. I think
Yeah.
they asked him something about like heaven, and he's like, I don't think I'm getting into heaven. And they're like, really? And he's like, yeah, I don't think I'm getting into heaven.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything I can do to get into heaven. And then everybody's kind of laughing, and he's like, yeah, but I'm probably going to hell.
Yeah. He says, like, he fully admits that he's gonna go to hell, which to
Yeah.
me
That
is
he's a horrible person.
Yeah, isn't
So
that
he's
crazy?
So he's admitting.
he's like
to that?
self-aware.
I guess I don't know. Are we falling into his trap?
In what way?
Like that? Was that like a publicity stunt? Like, does he want
What
us
would
to
that
talk
do?
about him? I don't know.
Doesn't
We're
that
talking
just
about him?
vindicate how I feel about him?
Well, because I
Don't we
mean,
already
like,
always talk about him?
I guess for me, I'm like, why would he say that? Especially if his biggest supporters are like Catholics and Christians.
I don't know. I think that, like,
Or do you think that was like a sympathy, like fishing? Like, no, Jesus forgives. No.
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Do you really think people would stop supporting him after that?
No, not at all.
I don't, because I don't think it would really do anything.
I think it's like you said, you know how you were like, sacred things are still things. I think it's like
I didn't say
people.
that. Red Dead Redemption 2 said
My
that.
bad. Well, you mentioned that, right? So it's like people in power are still people, in the sense that I'm sure behind closed doors, before he got interviewed, he either just signed like an order to bomb some innocent people or rip, families apart.
So you think he's having his George Bush
100%.
Iraq moment?
100%. And I don't think that's like propaganda to try and make me feel bad for him. I think that's just him showing that he is, at the end of the day, a human who the human mind can only take
He
so
actually
much.
does feel guilt.
Yeah, the human mind can only take so much, man. I think
Yeah.
even unless you're an actual psychopath, like super psychopath, I think then you don't really care or you don't feel it.
Yeah.
But to him to at least be capable enough to actually say that, I think he's just human. He's just at the end of the day, these people in power are still people. At the end of the day, fucking Netanyahu is still a man who can get who can die,
Right.
who can have guilt. You know,
Right.
but it doesn't mean that I think that they should be sympathized more because
I get you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think it's crazy because it's like, how do people who support him still support him after he says that? Sorry.
Well, I feel like that's not even the worst thing he said, though. So, I mean, right. I guess I just thought, I don't know.
You thought he'd be like self-righteous? Like, I'm saving the world?
I guess I'm just, I don't know. Does that make him worse or better?
To know that he's a terrible person?
No. Because I'm like, does that make him, this is what I'm trying to say. Does that make him more dangerous or less dangerous? Because I'm like, if you're admitting you're going to hell, does that mean like you're scarier?
I think
Right?
more dangerous.
Yeah.
I want to say more dangerous because it's like, well, I already know where I'm going, so there's no point in
No way to
stopping
change
now.
that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, right? I don't know.
I mean, because Vince McMahon, who owned WWE, he would say similar shit, and obviously, eventually, he got found out for basically running like a sex ring.
Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure. Also, Trump's for sure been on the Epstein Island. Like, he probably knows like it's too far now. Might as well keep going.
That's crazy, man.
I'm just like, how do people support him? He literally just said he thinks he's gonna go to hell.
He thinks he's a real demon.
Especially the
That's a
people
real demon.
who are Christian. Especially the people who are Christian.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not that deep.
I think it is deep.
Yeah.
I think it's existential.
Yeah.
I think everybody thinks about like where they're gonna go when they die, and I think for somebody who has so much power and is actively like being discussed, in, like conversations in the world, for him to openly admit like, damn, I'm gonna go to hell. I think it is that deep.
Yeah.
I think it is that deep. I think it says a lot. If like, then why even do shit like this?
Do you-
Why even support him if he
Yeah.
thinks that? You
Do
know?
you guys believe in hell?
No,
I don't know.
no, I don't.
You don't believe in hell.
Mm-mm.
Do you believe in heaven?
No,
Do you believe in an afterlife?
a little. I just don't believe in the concepts of heaven and hell.
I don't know.
Julie,
Mm-hmm.
do you believe in hell?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I want to hope that there is a hell for the people who are actually generally evil people.
That was my follow-up question. Is it more comforting for there to be a hell or for there to not to be a hell?
I think I think specifically for me, because there have been evil people in this world, I would like to believe that they are in hell and suffering. But I think that's also my own self being like, I feel bad for also thinking about that.
I get you. Because I also think that, like, in the concept of, like, Catholicism and Christianity, like, heaven and hell are exclusively kind of ideas from those religions. And in those religions, I feel like it's contradictory to what they teach. Or if it is, or maybe it's not, and then that would mean the reality of what heaven and hell is kind of insane.
So, I'm asking this genuinely though. Like, there really isn't like I'm not saying heaven or hell, but like in other religions, there isn't like a bad place you go.
There's like different kind of concepts of it, but the word hell is specifically to like I think Catholic and Christian things. And so for me, it's like in the Bible, right? They teach you that God is like all forgiving, and that if you like, so someone pointed this out. I saw this on a TikTok that I thought was really interesting, where it was this guy talking about how he's an atheist, but that he tries to live his life being a good person, being a good guy, caring about other people, caring about, trying to be nice and stuff. And he's like, I just don't understand the logistic reality of the Bible that somebody who, let's say Netanyahu, or let's say like an evil serial killer, at the last moment, he accepts Jesus into his heart. And it's like, Jesus, I love you. Jesus, I accept you. You are my king. And therefore he is granted, because that's what it says in the Bible, he is granted access into heaven. But the guy who's an atheist, who never believed in God, who did everything right, who was super nice to everybody, when he dies, he's going to go to hell because he didn't accept Jesus as Savior.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm like, to me, the existence of hell makes no sense.
I guess when I ask, I'm not asking in a biblical way, more in like a concept way.
Like cosmic way?
Yeah.
Like, do I believe that
Like
good people go to the good side and then bad people go to the bad side? I don't know. It sounds too simple for me.
I guess more like, do you think the concept of there's good souls and bad souls and the bad ones get punished? Doesn't mean they go somewhere. They could reincarnate or whatever the fuck you think. But do you think there's a cosmic judge at the end, I guess, that dictates?
I think I feel more comfortable with no, that there's not anything that punishes bad souls or anything. And I guess for me, the reason I feel that way is, we talked about this once on the podcast, where it feels like I like to believe that human existence and perception is like baseline minimum experience in the grand scheme of the universe, because the universe is endless. So I'm like, why would something that you do in the world like transfer so much into what you do for eternity? Like, why would you then, even if you are like the most terrible person in the whole world, do I think you deserve to be punished? Yeah. But do I think that actually happens? Probably not.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm asking in a provocative way to like just inspire
For
conversation because we're a podcast, so we're supposed to do, right?
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know, but I guess like with the whole like if I have to say like maybe why people would get punished is like I guess the way I think about it is like let's say I'm a horrible person, right? Let's say I'm a shitty person and I do shitty things to the both of you, right? I guess the way I see it is it's not necessarily just the one action, it's more like the fallout. Like let's say I do something so terrible that it traumatizes the both of you for the rest of your lives, and you guys carry that for the rest of your lives, and you guys live to like 100, right? You guys have children, you pass that trauma on to them, you guys, and all the people you interact with, your family, whatever, even if it's less, but it's still passed on because I was a shitty person to you. So I see more like that's what the issue was, not necessarily that I did that one thing. It's more like the ripple effect. Because it's kind of like the way I see it is like when you drop something into water, it's not the drop, it's all the like
waves.
Happens. You know what I mean? And then you think about somebody who like has power, in this case like Trump, because that's what inspired the conversation.
Yeah.
He affects millions and millions of people. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I think more about.
I get
like
you.
if there is something that's being punished, it's more like all that shit that traces back to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't know, man. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll find out.
Too cosmic horror?
No, not at all. But I think it goes in line. I think it's a good conversation.
No, yeah. I feel like I would like to believe that nothing really happens though.
Yeah.
Like the end is the end kind of thing. Because I don't know. I feel like the way I've always seen death is that, at least for the good people, right, is that they go at peace. And I think believing in that they're still alive, they're sort of like their spirits are still alive, or there's this other area. To me, it just sounds more exhausting. And I'm like, I just want to be at peace, you know? Like, I feel like I don't want to be a ghost or whatever it is that we turn into after we die. And I'm still having to be, what is it? Conscious? Conscience?
Yeah.
Whatever. Of myself. Where I'm just like, I literally just want to be at peace. Like, I don't want to worry about anything. At least that's what I would like to believe, that it is just like the end and that's it.
Yeah.
Because I was having that thought recently. Because some people have been passed away, and I was like, is it generally just that? Like that's it? Like their life is just like over, or are they still like around? And then not until right now when you brought it up, I was like, I feel like I would rather be at peace and like nothing, and that's it.
So you guys would rather there be nothing?
I
just asking. Yeah.
I hope there's an afterlife a little bit. Would I be okay if there's nothing? Yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
I'd be okay if there's nothing. It feels like peace, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if there's nothing, it's not like you could be around to be like.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
it's peaceful.
That's true. That's real.
Yeah.
It's peaceful.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts.
Yeah. Really good thought-provoking conversation, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Are you saving it up here, like to think over and
like reflect on it?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No.
Why do you ask?
No, just asking.
Oh,
I was just wondering.
Think so. I think if there's something, I don't think it's Western. I think.
Have you seen that meme that's like, when you get to China, when you get to heaven, and it's all like Chinese architecture, and it's like, no, it's fine. It's just, I didn't think it would be Chinese.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I think it'd probably be somebody. I don't know if anybody's right, but I mean, you know how everybody comes from somewhere. I think I think indigenous people have it right.
Right.
Yeah.
I think so. There's something they saw.
Just because I think they're the most connected and grounded
For sure.
to everything.
Before we got fucking brain rot.
What about people who have like near-death experiences
And like see stuff?
and see stuff? Yeah. Have they ever described what they see or no?
Some people say they see. I think the general one that they say is that they just felt peace. Because what's his name? Hawkeye?
Oh yeah, Jeremy Renner.
He said that when he was like, because he got run over, right?
Yeah.
By like a snowplow.
Yeah.
He died, right? For like how many minutes?
I don't know.
I think a few minutes, or about as long as you can, so they can bring you back. He said that he just felt peace in that wherever he was, he didn't want to come back to life. It was so
yeah.
peaceful that he was like, I like it on that side.
I've heard of stuff like that. I remember one time I watched a TED Talk when I was in high school of this woman who said she had like a brain aneurysm or something, or had like
Yeah.
a stroke, and she basically died. But she said it was so bizarre because for a lot of people, obviously they just see black, but for her, she said she remembers she was in her kitchen, and then all of a sudden she just felt like as if her head was inflating, and she felt like then she could like look down and look at her literally leaving her body, like
Yeah.
she was fucking dying.
Like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and she said that it still felt like her head was like ballooning until it finally like popped, and then she said when it popped, I felt this like euphoria that like I've never been able to describe or can't even fully describe now, of just like peace and like relaxation. So I think like
That's cool.
there's something there. There's something
that
there.
would be cool. That would be cool.
I'm sure your brain is like, all right, we're done. So
I've heard people, I don't hear it as much, but I've heard people say who have a near death experience that they did go to hell.
I've heard some
That's
people say
really-
that. I have heard some
I like,
people say that.
you know, ironically, this is not a spoiler, but I think a lot of people.
Who I think's gonna go to hell?
No. But I mean, because I hope everybody taps in, but I don't think the people who haven't seen it realize this. But a surprisingly really spiritual show is The Sopranos.
Oh, makes sense. It's
They
like
talk about
existential a little, right?
No, they talk about it like a lot.
Oh, really?
It's not a spoiler, but there's this one guy who like he says to Tony Soprano like, I went to hell, and it's like this pretty interesting scene because like they build up to it, that
Wow.
basically hinting that he is gonna go to hell, and so he tells Tony Soprano, and Tony Soprano tells his wife like, because she asks him like, oh, like what did he say? He's like, oh, he went to heaven and he saw Jesus and his dad and whatever. And then his wife goes and she's like, oh, I heard you saw Jesus. And he's like, I didn't see Jesus. I went to hell. And it kind of stays with him throughout the show.
I think that's what's scary. I think
Yeah.
it's scary to think if you are somebody who believes in heaven and hell and being
do go to hell?
convinced. Yeah, being convinced that you're going to go to hell.
Yeah.
Like being alive and being like, yeah, no, when I die, I'm going to go to hell for sure.
Especially if you see that shit.
Yeah.
You die and you see that shit.
That would be scary.
I wonder, I'd be like, damn, can I fix it? Can I
Like,
do
please?
something? Please?
Like, please?
Or is that raps for me?
Would you, if you had a near death experience, if either of you guys had a near death experience and you guys genuinely saw that you guys went to hell, would you guys switch up?
Probably. I mean, why not? No?
I mean, might as well, right? Or Julyssa?
like do anything to not go to hell?
Yeah, basically like become religious or like change your life up. Or
I don't know that I'd become religious, but I'd probably try to be
A better
really good
person.
Yeah.
imagine having a near death experience and you see that you go to hell.
Damn.
That would suck.
I would be like, damn, I genuinely would be like, what did I do?
Yeah.
There's no way that I'm going to hell.
Right?
I'd be like, I
What?
guess. I just accept it.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, that's bullshit. Can I put like an appeal
I think
like on
there's
TikTok?
there's a term like that in the Bible though, where it's like it's easier to fit a camel through the eye of a needle than for the average person to get into heaven.
I thought it was for the rich man to get into
Something like
heaven.
that, some shit like that.
The average person? I thought it was the rich man.
It's supposed to be like this thing about how like getting to heaven is really hard, and I've seen people like who are like priests or whatever say that that's real. Like,
So heaven has like a
I
few
saw
thousand people.
I saw one guy say like a lot of people think like, oh, just don't be Hitler and you're good, and that he was like, no, that's not how it is.
So in the canon of the Bible,
I don't know.
like
I don't know.
billions are in hell and only a few thousand are in heaven.
That was one thing I was always confused by when they say that at the end, when Jesus is supposed to come back, the living and the dead will be judged. So because the way I took that is when you die, you don't go to heaven until Jesus comes back. You're like in limbo. That's how I took.
You go to new heaven, bro.
Really? Think
Yeah,
so?
that's what it is.
I thought it was like you guys, everybody
It's-
stays in limbo
You
until then.
haven't?
No, it's when you die. Like let's say you die right now before the rapture, right? Like,
Yeah.
Let's say you're too early. You go to heaven, and then when revelations happen, when Jesus comes back, at the end there's new earth, which is heaven on earth, which is the combination of heaven and earth in one, where the spiritual and the physical realm become one. So it's
Oh.
like a new heaven.
But that's not the Bible though, no? That's,
No, that is.
I thought you said that was like some random guy made that shit up.
No.
That was his
You're thinking of
rapture?
the rapture specifically, where it's like you
Oh.
flow up and shit. But Revelations, I'm talking about
Oh.
Revelations.
Wait, so then
My bad, I
so
said the
then-
rapture.
So then in the new heaven,
You can
you come back to life?
Yeah, and the new heaven is a combination of Heaven, the spiritual and the physical world will become one.
Is it that that you become alive, or the people that he chose die?
Oh, the people that for sure he chooses some people to die.
I think just everyone ever, like who's ever existed, living and dead.
Yeah.
Like, but if you were a good dude,
But they die, right?
what do you mean?
Like, because you know how he's like, they go into this new heaven.
No, I don't think you die. I don't think death. Because okay, hear me out. I was gonna get confusing, but I think
Our viewers are like, "What the fuck are you guys
no,
talking
because
about?"
I think it goes back to how things were at the beginning of the Bible. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the Bible, they say the Garden of Eden was like how it's what you're describing.
Yeah.
Because angels and shit and all that thing is there wasn't this concept of death, and then people lived basically forever. That's why in the Bible I think like people live to like 9,000 or some shit like that, something like that. So I think what you described goes back to like Garden of Eden or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I swear to you, that's the canon though.
That's
It
what you
is
think?
the no, that's not what I think.
I
That's
mean, like that's what you. Yeah, that's what you read. That's what you read.
that's just what I read.
Oh, yeah.
In the end, heaven on earth, it will be heaven on earth, and the spiritual and the physical. I keep saying it, but the spiritual and the physical realm will become one.
Heaven on earth and mercy.
Heaven on
mile.
Heaven on earth.
Mercy mile.
I haven't
So
read
you
in a
don't
while,
think-
so I forget what happens to hell. But I
you
think
don't
I
think-
think they literally get like erased from existence.
Explode.
They just explode.
Yeah, I think they literally.
You don't
do.
think they get redeemed?
I think some people do. I think according to what in Revelation says, it's some people do that. Jesus chooses some people to go into the eternal fire.
Damn.
The eternal fire. Yeah, so don't be too bad. But you see, that's what I mean. Why I don't believe in hell? Because I'm like, what could a physical human genuinely do to earn a spot there? And I get it. Like, I'm sure you could name examples of humans who deserve to be there. But it's like when the world is so huge, like talking about spirits and shit, you're telling me that like,
Right.
damn, like that's like the end all be all.
Right.
I don't know.
I get you.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm
So-
tripping.
So we're not in hell right now.
No, we're not in hell right now.
You know what what I find creepy is American Psycho, where some people say that he's in his own personal hell the whole time.
Oh yeah, he's
Say
like
that's creepy.
yeah, he's in
That's-
like
that's- Do you guys like
purgatory.
no, what does he call it? John Carpenter, he says there's a left wing horror and there's a right wing horror.
What?
Yeah, but it's not political. It's just what it's called.
Oh.
Where it's like, where he said
My fault.
left wing horror is like psychological, cosmic shit. The monster is in here. Right wing horror is it's all of us and the monster's out there. So the thing would be like
I
a
see.
right wing horror because it's a
Yeah.
monster versus people, you know?
Yeah.
But something like, I think Smile or like whatever the fuck, where it's
Yeah.
in here is left wing horror.
Yeah, that is interesting.
What do you prefer?
If I had to like survive, probably the right wing.
Yeah, for sure. For
Because
sure.
I'm like damn internal, so I'm never like internal is like Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddy Krueger, like
Bro,
he's in your
yeah,
dreams.
fuck that. Yeah.
Versus like Michael Myers.
Because I think that right wing horror, I think that shit's cool.
Yeah,
But I think that's like a male like fantasy thing to be in like a group of guys and being like spears and shit.
Julie, would you rather fight Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers? It's a Halloween episode. You gotta answer or else.
Michael Myers, because Freddy Krueger will haunt me in my dreams.
Does anyone ever beat either of them?
Yeah.
No.
You never seen Halloween Ends? You never seen Freddy's
Oh
Dead?
yeah, he does beat. They do beat him in Halloween Ends.
Freddy's Dead or Freddy vs Jason?
No, don't they always come back?
But
He
that's
never
not-
came back from Freddy vs Jason.
Wait, Freddy's dead. He like for real get.
No, he comes back on Freddy vs Jason, but then he doesn't come back.
Yeah,
after
because
Freddy
he
vs.
just
Jason.
cuts his head, no, and then the last scene is him winking or something.
I guess with those movies, it's always supposed to be ambiguous as to whether they beat them or not. That I just assume that they don't beat them.
Well, in Halloween Ends, it definitively they beat Michael Myers. Spoiler alert, guys, but it's okay because it's a shitty ass movie. Don't ever watch it.
I don't think they beat him.
For which one?
Halloween Ends,
Oh.
the last Michael Myers movie.
Don't they say something about how like, but the town became like infected by him or some shit like that? Because remember, I know you guys are gonna be like, shut the fuck
evil
up.
dies tonight.
No, but remember, Jamie Lee Curtis herself said that those movies are supposed to be like deep and about the pandemic and like Black Lives
she
Matter.
said
and
it was
stuff like
about
that.
Black Lives Matter. Bro.
No, she said the second one was
I know
the one
which is-
Halloween Kills.
not the second one, the like
Halloween
eighth
Kills.
one.
Halloween
technically.
Kills. She said it's about that like the
Black
angry
Lives
mobs.
Matter.
She said that angry mob stuff is like supposed to be like a, I don't know.
Which is low-key
touch
on
so
it.
offensive of her to say.
I feel like I remember talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said
A
that.
while
And then I
ago.
think the last one she said is more like about the pandemic or some shit. About how like we're all the monster or something like that.
But in the canon, they kill Michael Myers. Sorry, guys. Spoiler alert.
I like the game where they give him shape jump. I think that's kind of cool.
Oh,
I'm
that is
not gonna
cool.
lie.
That
Some
is
people
cool.
didn't like it, but I think that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
But I guess wrapping up this topic, Trump's probably gonna go to hell if there is one.
Yeah.
If there is one.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Are we gonna go to hell for wishing that on him? Is that part of a rule of the Bible?
I think so. Actually,
Oh, then
you're supposed to pray for your enemies.
Then
I
that
think
I will do.
that smells like propaganda to me, though. I think some guy like came in and wrote that. Pray for your enemies, right?
Pray for your enemies.
Yeah.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Do you think that's true?
In a way.
That one, yeah.
In a
I think
way,
so,
yeah.
But pray for your enemies?
No, not that.
I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like that goes into the whole like you shouldn't give your energy to negative people. Like, why would I pray for my enemies?
I guess
you know?
when I think about when people say pray for your enemies, I'm like, but there's different types of enemies. You know what I mean? There's like Trump, like that's like the big bad, right? I don't pray for Trump. But like, I don't know, let's say you're beefing with like your friend over like $20. I feel like that's the kind of enemies they're talking about. Or like maybe you have beef with your parents. I think that's the kind of enemies.
Let me
they're
pray
talking
for
about.
my enemies.
But I think people will take it too far and then they're like, pray for Trump. and
The
shit
guy
like that.
who
Like,
drunk drove and killed my family. I don't know
yeah,
if I should pray for
see
guy.
that? Like that's why, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a.
Yeah.
That's why
I'm not a pastor.
Yeah.
But moving on to the next. Julie, what's our next topic?
You guys are mentioning something about Theo Von.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
guess it
tell
goes
me-
in.
tell me about it.
It'll be super short. So he was having like I guess a comedy show, a stand up show. This is a little bit of older news, but we haven't had a chance to talk about it. And he mentions that he was having a rough week to some fans, and that he had been trying to take his life, like I guess in the past week. And then the video went pretty viral, and I even saw another podcast talk about it, and they apparently know him pretty close, and they were saying that it's true that apparently he's having a really rough time with with the responsibility that he has in putting Trump into office, and what the administration has done, whether it's like ripping families apart through ICE or the continuous like funding of the genocide in Palestine. People are saying that he's really, really, really having a rough time having to deal with that, because he feels like it falls on his shoulders that he promoted the administration. Well, he had Trump on his podcast. And he feels personally guilty for a lot of, I guess, the rise in right-wing politics and stuff.
What do they call it?
Kind of enabling, normalizing. Did you
Normalizing
see even,
fascism.
even the White House used like a video of him? Did you see
We
that?
talked about it. When
Yeah.
we were busy.
He tweeted about it and was like, I don't feel comfortable with the White House using me as like a tool for propaganda, basically.
Yeah.
And I guess I wanted to bring it up to you guys because I think we talked about him a little bit on the
Yeah.
show whenever long ago, and
I think when Janelle came on.
That we were like, he's canceled.
yeah, and it was
He's
interesting.
problematic.
It was interesting because it relates kind of to the topic we're just talking about of like, if you think you're a bad person, you've done bad thing, can you be redeemed?
Okay, so are you asking me that? I'm gonna answer. Can I answer that independently of Theo Von?
Of course.
All right. I think yes. If you're a bad person, you can change and be a better person. But I think where people tend to like go wrong is they think that like if you've done bad things and okay, like you've changed, right? Now all the people you've done bad to have to forgive you. And I don't think that's true. I think if you genuinely are trying to change, you have to acknowledge that you're not entitled to anybody's forgiveness and you might not get it. And I think that's where that's when you become changed. But I think when like the stuff like we generally hear about, usually they'll be like, but I'm better. Like, why the fuck don't you forgive me? You know? And I think that's when it comes off inauthentic, because it's like, well, I think you just want people to like you again.
Yeah.
You know? And like, yeah, who the fuck doesn't want people to like to be liked again, right?
Yeah.
But I think if you want to be a better person or whatever the fuck, I think you have to change in spite of the fact that people might never forgive you. And that's okay, you know?
Yeah, not real. And
Yeah.
then what do you think of Theo Von?
Of Theo Vaughn? I mean, I honestly hadn't heard about it until you mentioned it, really. I mean, I guess in passing, but I guess I thought it was like a bit, or I don't know. I don't really keep up with that.
Yeah.
It came on my For You page because it went viral.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like, personally, it is just hard to, I guess, feel sympathy for him.
For sure.
Because of the stuff that he has promoted and how harmful it is. And it was and it still is. And I think that's why it's a little hard. Like, for sure, like, I'm still going to advocate, for, like, mental health and, like, if he needs help, he should get it, or, like, whatever he needs. And, like, and you said he was trying to commit suicide or something. Like, being suicidal, like, isn't, I guess, the answer, or, like, somebody who is in that mental state shouldn't be in that. But I just feel like it is hard to be like, all forgiving just because of everything. Because I'm like, it's still very harmful as to what he said. It's still being used by a whole bunch of people of the stuff that he said. Like, you even said that the White House used it. Like, I understand him, I guess, having his regrets, because he's a human, right? And now I guess he's understanding that what he did is wrong. But I feel like for myself too, and like how Brandon said, like, it's just hard to, I guess, have that sympathy towards him when because
I didn't have
think
the sympathy for other people.
Yeah, because it's just like, it feels like people told him that what he was doing was wrong, but he never listened, right?
I've seen
and that's why it's just hard to kind of like go back from that.
Because what I have seen is Joe Rogan do not on the same level, where he'll be like denounce the
ICE raids, right?
Yeah, and
I've seen
then
that.
all the top comment will usually be like, if only there were signs, and it's people holding up Trump signs that say mass deportation now. So like what Julie said, it's like, I mean, it's like,
it's just hard. Like, I like, that's why I say, like, personally, it's just really hard, because it's like betrayal, like, it's like feeling like you thought that, not to think that like Theo Vaughn or fucking Joe Rogan had my back or anything, but like, it's just like, still like, to think that just being, sympathetic or empathetic to human beings and knowing that this was wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, how did you not understand that everything that was happening was wrong?
I guess I guess the way they present themselves, like Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan specifically, they present themselves like the everyman. Like, I'm just a guy. Like, I'm like, well, I'm one of you. Like, you I guess maybe you assume like you have more in common with me than with Trump, but that's not true. I think Joe Rogan, like, what did fucking Spotify give him for the podcast? Like,
it's like millions,
like 150 million just for his podcast, some shit like that, something like that.
Millions for sure. I don't know how much.
You mean. It's like,
No, I get you, and I think also people are right to feel a little wary about it, because also you never know people's ulterior motives. I mean, I know people, like I said, there's podcasts talking about that they know him personally and that he's being genuine, but still, like, you never have a camera into somebody's mind, and you don't know if somebody's being a grifter, you know.
Well, I also feel like, I think as humans, like, I think we take in all the negative stuff that we receive. And I think for him, like, he's just getting a whole bunch of hate. And, like, what kind of person loves getting hate,
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I think at some point it really does get to you, and you're like, fuck, like, nobody likes me. Like, nobody thinks that I'm a good person anymore. And I think that affects our own egos, right? Of like, damn, people genuinely hate me and this and that. And I think that's where he is. I don't know him personally, but I feel like as a human, I can maybe think that, like, he's gotten to a point where he's like, damn, like, I'm getting so much hate. Like, am I really a bad person? And I think that just really, like, messes with you mentally. At least that's my own, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I think it's just hard to, because I've had this thought before because of everything going on, right? Everybody who supports Trump and, like, thinking of, like, all the stuff that is happening with, like, ICE and how some people, like, are still in support of him, and to think that someday, we'll get out of this, right? And then them being like, oh, like, I didn't know. And it's like, literally, we've all educated you. We've all tried to give you all the facts, like, all these things, and you didn't listen. And all of a sudden, like, you're like, no, like, I'm not this person and blah blah, but it's like, but you still had that during the time when all of these things were happening, you know?
I think that's also what the issue is too. Is I think with like Joe Rogan and shit, where they try to play like the whole, I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're a grown ass man.
But I think even just in general, the whole like again, removed. Like if I hurt you or whatever the fuck, like what kind of apology is that? Like, I mean, I didn't know, so
yeah, for sure.
You know, that's kind of like, I don't know. I think that's such a big way to dodge responsibility.
Yeah,
I think sure, like you could genuinely not know, but I think there's like a, I didn't know, therefore whatever.
yeah.
But usually it's I didn't know, so get over it. You know what I mean? And I think like what you guys are saying, I think it's just hard when certain people tend to expect sympathy when they didn't offer it either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So
yeah, no, that's real. I was just wondering, I guess, where you guys thoughts were at, because
yeah, I mean,
it's interesting dynamic that he, I guess, feels that way, because I guess some people don't.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, hopefully, I guess, I don't know, he gets better.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't wish anybody self-harm.
I also feel like I hope that he isn't just doing this and like eventually just switches up again.
Oh, I get you.
Like I feel
Gotcha.
like I hope that he, not that I'll ever support him, but I feel like hopefully for himself, like
it's a wake up call.
right.
But
Right.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Agreed.
that's
Agreed.
that's pretty much all I have to say
Yeah.
about that. What's our next topic?
All right, so for the next one, it's about the journalist who interviewed an AI team.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys? Well, I guess. Did you guys hear about it?
Julie showed me before the show. Julie, explain to the audience what you showed me.
So basically, this journalist interviewed an AI teen who was actually killed in the Parkland school shooting back in 2018. I think the interview happened this year in August, I want to say. And then the AI, though, was created by his parents. And so they created him. And the day that he got interviewed, I think, was the kid's like birthday. So he was gonna be 25. I'm guessing this year. And so because they had created him, they wanted somebody to interview, I guess, their AI son. And they chose this journalist to interview him. And through the interview, it's mostly just like talking about him, and he kind of is asking him like about gun violence. And yeah, it's just really weird. Like if you guys were to watch it, I don't know, to me it sounds very robotic. And then there is a part where I thought was interesting where the AI himself says, "I was taken too soon from this world." So
yeah.
But what did you guys think? Because I know you guys heard or saw the video before the show.
Go ahead, Brandon.
This is one of those things where I'm like, I just never thought in my imagination that was something that would be a thing. You know what I mean? I guess it's tough because it's like it's his parents.
Yeah.
You know? And I can imagine how devastating that must be. I mean, just in general, but to your child.
100%.
I guess for me, I'm like, I'm not really trying to like
dunk on them
or like cast aspersions their way. I think for me, the takeaway is like, I think it's devastating that this is like the level people feel they have to go to get change for like gun control.
Yeah.
Like it seems like it would be really obvious. Like, cause you know how everybody's always, that's the one, like people always be preaching about like, not the kids, protect the kids. But when it comes to gun control, it's like,
for sure
gives a shit. You would think it would be an automatic, like, all right, let's fix it. Let's do something. Let's have a conversation or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So I think it's just unfortunate and sad that this is what people have to resort to, I guess. I don't know. Is that appropriate?
No, I get what you mean, because same thing, like, I don't, as weird as I think it is, because it is weird, I don't mean to insult the parents, because I think grief will have you doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
I think regardless. And I think we live in the modern 2025 era where all these resources are at your availability. You know, you could use AI to make anything.
Yeah.
And so I know this is the tragic underlying story of this, because I mean, from the story you gave me, people are more having backlash for how could you do this to your kid, make an AI generated version of them after they died in a school shooting. The other one of like, no, this is, I guess like healing. I think the underlying story is that this is just simply a family grieving, in a very sad way where it's like, it's not their son. At the end of the day, it's not their son.
Yeah.
It's an AI.
Yeah.
And it's them, I guess, finding some type of closure.
I guess the way what I was trying to put it is like, I wish there was like because I think there is a solution, right? I think it's very obvious that there is a solution to gun violence. It's gun control, more gun laws, taking that more seriously. But I don't know. I guess it's just like seeing that, I'm like, damn, I really wish they would get that solution. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it seems like at this point, like, what are we doing? You know?
Do you guys think it's healthy to have an AI version of your past, like of your loves that passed away? Because a lot of people do it, like on the subject of like just creating an AI generated version of somebody. A lot of people do AI generated videos of people that have passed away. I mean, and I'm sure you've seen them where it's like, oh, I hug my little kid self hugs my mom. I never got to know my mom or something like that. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah. Well, people have been doing that a lot with AI recently.
Like, is that healthy?
Well, because I don't know if you guys ever saw that trend where it's the Polaroid.
Yeah.
And people are doing that where like they're hugging either their young self or they're hugging like a relative who like passed away.
Or celebrity, like
Or
Mike Miller or
celebrity.
something.
I just thought it was really interesting that I guess the family made it. And of course, it's because, you know, they lost their son and they're grieving. But I guess I just found it very interesting that it's just a thing that people are starting to kind of do or like use AI for.
Or platform.
Oh
like
yeah,
they
they also said that they were gonna give him like a whole like social media, like he's gonna have a social media page.
Yeah.
Like the AI itself is gonna have a social media page. And I guess it's just like sad in itself to kind of see that that's what they kind of have to do.
Because like I think about it like mentally, like is that healthy? Because I think that there's a lot of growth in letting go and like accepting reality, you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, like I'm not trying to shit on the parents or anything. Like I don't think they're bad parents. I
Yeah.
think grief will have you doing weird shit.
Yeah. Well, because I do get that the main story here is that, you know, protecting kids and, you know, about like gun violence and stuff, which is what they sort of try to make the segment about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I think that's the important part to kind of prevent all of this from happening.
Yeah.
It's just like an interesting way of like how things are starting to be now.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just bizarre, huh?
Yeah.
Like I can't put it any other way, and I'm not trying to be insensitive or hurt anybody's feelings. It's just that's just how it feels that we've never encountered something like this.
Yeah.
I think it's just more interesting because of the fact that they interviewed him. Cause like how I said, like the whole Polaroid thing, like that like I'm not saying that was like disrespectful to anybody, or like disrespectful to the dead. I think that was very what would be the word? Like people just wanted to feel that connection again. But this was just more interesting because of the fact of like they interviewed him and they were asking him questions, like if he was kind of there,
like giving his opinion when,
and then they said they're gonna give him like a page, like they're making him like as if he were kind of still alive.
Yeah.
But for sure, I think overall it's, you know, like how they talked about like being more vocal about like gun violence and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. What else
it was
to
just
say,
interesting.
honestly. No, yeah, it is interesting. It's just, yeah.
I just think the whole notion of like the interview that you keep pointing out, I think that like that's what I really like want to emphasize too, is that like they're asking this AI generated person's opinion, like as they're cosplaying as somebody who was alive. It's like, how are you gonna ask for the opinion of somebody that isn't around?
Right.
I don't know. And I mean, I get it that death is hard and it's hard to cope.
Right.
But it just feels like
Yeah.
it has to be unhealthy. There has to be like something wrong with that.
Yeah.
Like there's no way that is something that is gonna benefit you in the long run.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, man.
But that was pretty much all we had for this week, right?
In terms of topics, yeah.
Yeah.
Should we close off with something else?
What's do you have a spooky topic? A Halloween
Do I
topic?
have a spooky topic?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What's your guys'
All
favorite
Hallows Eve.
Halloween candy?
Reese's?
Okay.
Damn.
Valid.
I was just thinking about that this whole entire time.
It's even the Halloween colors, man.
What's your guys' dream Halloween costume?
Dream Halloween costume?
Oh, maybe like a xenomorph, but like all fucking like detailed and shit.
Maybe either like. Oh, that's a good question.
Right, Julie?
Damn, I don't even know.
A dune worm, but it's like
Dune worm.
yeah, but it's like or the thing, but it's like
The
the
Thing?
plastics
You don't know
really
what the
good,
thing looks like.
or the substance.
I guess he would be like the dog.
Yeah, it'd be
when it
like the
has,
one where
the-
he's like
You would
half
be the dog?
transforming, where he's like half transforming.
You would be the dog.
The like
The,
a furry.
No, the like you said.
No, like from the thing when like the thing comes out of him or whatever.
No, oh yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh man,
Or a Power Ranger suit,
Power Ranger.
the Superman suit.
Maybe if like I'm telling you, like somebody really like did the makeup right. Maybe like Perfect Cell.
Perfect Cell, but
so
like
it-
the makeup has to be right.
It has to look like great, not some like some boof. Like
Perfect.
Perfect Cell.
When it looks like people clearly just have like fucking like just look like they have an
Where
ashy
they
face.
have the actual thing. Have you seen? There's this one guy who I've seen who he has the helmet and everything, and it looks really
It
good.
looks nice.
Yeah.
What about
I'll-
you, Julie?
Damn, I don't know. Who should I be?
Dream, like if you could have any costume in the whole world.
Dream? Who's
I know
Dream?
easily some people would say like the Iron Man costume because of the whole.
Oh.
Nothing, Julie? You don't dream of being something else for a day?
No. I'll be Venom.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Venom? Like you would have the Venom suit?
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
What
That's
about
cool.
you?
I said already.
Really, the thing?
Yeah, I'd be a xenomorph.
Oh, a xenomorph.
Yeah, like the
you'd
whole
get
costume. Yeah, the whole like.
I've seen people
budget
say that people like celebrities who do that, like it doesn't count as like a good costume because they're basically cheating. Like they have like makeup artists and everything. What do you think?
Damn.
Lame, bro. If
Right?
I had money, I'd fucking get all that shit. I get the authentic costume.
If you had like a whole bunch of money, would you level up all your friends like for your Halloween
Yeah,
parties?
I'd be like, "Oh, you want to be Thanos? I'm gonna get you like an actual like
Thanos?
$500,000
Oh
costume.
my god.
Like
No.
you're gonna be on stilts, and it's gonna be
'Cause
like
we generally should take pictures of our costumes now and see how much they develop.
They
True.
develop.
true.
That would be perfect. So, or I'd try to get the. Have you seen in Jurassic Park where they have the raptor suits?
Oh
I'd see
yeah,
if I can get one.
that'd
of
be
those.
cool. You come
Just
in
walk
like
around
in a raptor.
because how it talks.
Would you be in character the whole night?
Yeah, I'd have the noises and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all we had for this week's episode. I hope
Yeah.
everybody has a super cool happy Halloween. This episode releases, I think, the day before Halloween. So it's going to be Halloween tonight. I hope you guys are all super safe. I hope you guys get a bunch of.
We still have a week.
The 30th.
I think on the 30th, right? So
Yeah.
so it would mean that the night would be 31st, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Well,
Halloween.
Yeah, in movies, I have a question.
What's that?
When they say like it's Halloween night, do they mean it's the 30th and at midnight they?
No, they mean 31st, bro.
But then it's the November 1st.
Yeah, but that's the spooky part. It's
Um,
because it's like, whoa, it's like the times are
Oh.
changing, you know?
some
Some bullshit like that.
You know, just like a side note, I hated in movies when they say Santa Claus would leave at midnight. Because where he would leave on technically Christmas Day. So
Mhm.
instead of Christmas Eve, he leaves at midnight.
What the fuck?
Because I'm like, he doesn't have fucking enough time.
Deliver all the presents.
Why the fuck would he
But
wait
he's
till?
magical.
Why would he
Oh,
wait till
damn.
midnight?
That's crazy, guys. It's really like the special months of the year,
The
you know.
holiday
Yeah.
season.
Everybody's into the Halloween kicks it off, then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas.
Bro, Christmas is already in
Halloween.
stores.
Yeah, it is.
My birthday, Thanksgiving,
Christmas. Like all the holidays
All
are
the
coming up.
holidays.
What do you
here, man.
mean?
It's-
It's your birthday.
No, it's
It's
my
Stevie's
birthday.
birthday.
Then
No,
it's
no,
your
no.
birthday. Then it's Thanksgiving. Then
no,
it's Black
no,
Friday.
it's Halloween, Steve's birthday, Brandon, Thanksgiving.
Black Friday.
Black
That's a holiday?
Friday,
Did you ever wake up early? To go to
my
Black Friday?
birthday, and then
Christmas.
Christmas,
And then
New
New
Year's. And then
Year's.
New Year's.
I love Christmas, bro.
Yeah, you're excited.
Christmas. Wait,
It's
but I heard Black
beginning
Friday
to
isn't
look
even worth it
a lot
anymore. Like,
It's not. It used to be though. It used to be so good. I wish I was an adult with money.
you wish you were this age in what year Black Friday?
2005.
2000.
Like when it was like peak, people beating the shit out of each other.
What would you get? What was around?
Fucking like a Xbox or some shit or a TV.
When did the 360 come out?
Shit, I don't even know. Probably like 2008.
I have one. I don't know when it came out. Though.
Probably like 2008, bro.
You get like a Nintendo DS.
I get some tech. I get some nice clothes.
But I feel like I don't know. But you bring it back to now. I feel like
yeah, fuck it. Get some nice clothes.
you get a 360.
Get that 2005 fit. Get them long loose jeans and the.
I'd probably just get clothes.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't get technology because then it'd come back and it wouldn't mean shit.
It
unless I resell it.
Vintage.
Yeah.
True, there's some.
I can still remember the feeling of Black Friday.
Right. I used to like Black
No,
Friday.
yeah, I remember. You would always say that. I remember even in
That's
high school you went to
crazy.
the mall.
My family was super into it. We would wake up
Yeah.
early, like at 3 or 4 in the
I
morning.
still remember seeing people camping outside Best Buy for
Mhm.
Black Friday and all that shit.
We'd be there,
maybe,
bro.
No, maybe a TV, some shit like that.
I have like such a core memory. I mean, maybe we should talk about this when it's Halloween season, actually, guys. Never mind. I don't want to talk about Black Friday right
finish
now.
your thought. Finish your thought. Finish your
I
thought.
was just gonna say I have like this core memory, this really cool memory of us like waiting. I think at the Sony store, and we were in line, and I remember me being hungry and my brother being like, "Let's go get some food," and passing by this Pink's that was like
Hot
there,
dogs
and
thing?
yeah, and seeing like a bunch of people with hot dogs. Like I guess they were open like super early in the morning, and everybody was like cold and like had like their hot dogs, which was like steaming. 10 out of 10 memory.
In the morning.
Yeah, bro, they took that shit serious.
For a
Yeah,
hot
you
dog-
don't fuck
wait,
around with Black Friday.
Wait,
Pink's was open like 24/7.
so you went for the pink steals?
No. We
Oh,
were
it
at the
was
Sony
it was
line.
just there.
No, we were in
Oh,
line, and then they
oh,
got
right.
hungry.
I got hungry.
And
so
there was a Sony store.
there's a Sony
Yeah.
store that we're waiting in line.
I've never seen a Sony store.
I guess
have
they
those
don't exist
anymore?
I guess they don't exist
Like
anymore.
Radio Shack, it's gone.
Yeah, it's probably like some shit like
Where's
that.
there pinks around here?
It's like far. I don't know. I was like a little kid.
I don't remember, but I remember we used to drive far.
We used to drive far, bro.
I remember we used to drive
to
far.
like Citadel. The one
I
there?
don't know. Dude, we were kids, but we would drive far.
It looked cause sometimes I'll go to the Citadel and it'll look familiar.
Yeah, it will.
But I don't think it is the Citadel. I
No.
just don't know. But I just remember driving far.
I remember driving far.
I remember the drive was far there and back.
Cause yeah, I was gonna say when we would leave, I remember it was daylight now, and the drive back, I would fall asleep and I wake up and we're still on the road.
Yeah.
Man,
We'd go
really?
far. I'm telling you, my family took that shit serious,
but that time we got like 5 flat screen TVs, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
bro. Cause the deals used to be crazy like
we
that.
got a shit ton of flat screen
Oh,
TVs. That
so you
day.
guys would go for like TVs and stuff? You
Yeah.
would just go
Yeah.
and upgrade all your shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It was
I never went to that shit.
I always get disappointed every year when I ask them like, "Are you guys gonna do Black Friday?" And they're all like, "Nah." I'm like, "We used to do that as a family.
Oh, that was more of the season?
It used to be our family thing."
This whole time I thought you went for like pinks, the deal.
No.
Bruh.
Was
I
it
just
really
think
that
this-
crazy?
I
Like,
distinctly remember the neon pink of the pinks and like people with their hot dogs and shit.
you know, that's something that I never really like related to, which is like when there was like insane deals for like cheap food. Like, do you know how you can get a free Slurpee on 7-Eleven?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they do it. I think it's like a nickel now. But I remember
think
being
they
like, who gives a shit? It's like $1 anyways, and they kind of suck. So what would I? No?
I guess for some people who
Well, there's
like, we're fucking with
I
it.
think 7-Eleven does different ones. So on 7-Eleven, you get a free Slurpee, and then they have another promo where you can bring whatever cup you want, and you fill it up with whatever you want.
I guess. No, am I a Scrooge? Am I
Yeah, you have no fun, bro.
I'm a Black Friday Scrooge.
No Black Friday. I
I'm a
know.
Black Friday
you don't fuck with
Scrooge.
Black Friday. That's crazy.
Or any type of fun.
No.
Black Friday
I'm
was
just
cool.
not materialistic.
Black
like
Friday
that.
is cool.
What do you mean?
I'm not material. I'm happy. Everything that brings me happiness is already inside me.
Mm.
Black Friday is cool.
Nah,
Why
I
are you
believe
so
you.
obsessed with Black Friday? Because Black Friday
Oh,
is
you're
cool.
That one guy who's trying to make a sound on TikTok. That's who you are. I remember you would go to Black Friday a lot.
It was cool.
I
I
remember
liked
that.
it. It's nostalgic for me. My parents
Nah,
would take me a lot as a
I never
kid.
went. I never went.
Our parents would take us.
So I
every
missed
year.
out. That was peak 2000s.
There was a time where it was peak deals. Like I mean, people
That's
were dying.
That's why I look at when I see videos of people fighting.
You get
I
nostalgic.
get warm inside.
I know, real.
No, when you see like those old videos of people like fighting,
Throwing
I'm
down.
like damn, the good old days.
The good old days. Reminds me of my childhood. Bro, because you would see people go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
People
So that
go
was
crazy.
so for you guys that was peak like 2000s like core.
For sure.
Like
It's like those aesthetic
what
videos.
would you say was the golden era of Black Friday?
I don't even know.
Because
I want to say mid
we're obviously
2000s.
in PG right now.
Yeah.
Right?
I want to say mid 2000s.
What was your favorite era?
2000s.
What was for you? What was the attitude? What was ruthless aggression?
Whatever time How to Train Your Dragon, the first one came out, that was like peak.
Really?
Because I remember to show off the TVs, they'd play How to Train Your Dragon, the first one, on constant, and I remember it looked so HD. I remember being like, "Whoa!"
Did How to Train Your Dragon come out that long ago? When did that come out?
I don't know.
No,
You said peak. You said peak.
No, I know,
not
but,
the beginning.
But I feel like that the first one just keeps showing me the reboot. God damn it! Cause I saw fucking Kung Fu Panda is about to be 20 years old.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
Kung Fu Panda?
2014. Damn, that's 10, 11 years ago.
I guess it feels yeah.
So when did it end?
It's more than a decade.
When did you say it ended?
Probably like 2016.
So basically Obama.
Yeah.
Obama's
When Trump became president, basically.
So from 2008 to 2016.
No, that's accurate actually, because when Trump became president, basically the deal.
So
stopped,
from
stopped giving a
2008
fuck.
to 2016, Black Friday was crazy.
Mm-hmm. How Julie?
You know what though? I will say I love Thanksgiving, bro. I just
Thanksgiving.
love the food, bro.
True.
Love food.
Cozy.
Underrated.
Underrated,
I
for
love
sure.
the food. But I guess I'm like biased because I don't have to cook it. So I guess if you have to cook it,
I'm gonna try and cook this year actually.
What are you? I remember you said you had famous fried chicken, man. I haven't tried it yet.
Ooh, I did do it that one time. I'll
Was it
probably
good,
never do it
Julie?
again.
During COVID?
Yeah, when he made fried chicken
For
When he was-
Thanksgiving,
when
do
he
you
was
remember
like when he was on his like cooking thing.
I was on my cooking
I
thing.
don't remember.
This year, I'm thinking about making.
He did wings too, I think.
Yeah, I
You
did.
did wings?
Yeah.
I made
Yeah.
wings. Mm-hmm.
He did wings and
They were
then I think
pretty
he
good.
did fried
They're good?
chicken.
Did you try them?
I think so.
Was it good?
I don't remember.
They were pretty good.
What else did you make?
That's
That
I
was
would make
it.
steak. I would make steak.
Are you gonna try to do fried chicken this year for Thanksgiving?
No, like I said, I'm gonna try to this year do mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why mac and cheese?
Because nobody ever makes mac and cheese at our Thanksgiving,
At your Thanksgiving?
mm-hmm.
And you always wanted it?
and I've always wanted it.
Is there a recipe you've already got like picked out, or you're just gonna do the craft shit?
No, I'm a fucking figure that shit out.
Breadcrumbs.
I'm gonna be like that
and,
meme of that guy who's standing with his hands on his hips and his feet are pointed out and he's looking at all those wires. Do you know
For
what I'm
mac
talking
and
about?
cheese?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cool.
gonna try and figure this
That's
shit
cool.
out.
I thought you said you always wanted to make beef Wellington.
Beef what?
What?
You said
What
that,
is
no?
that?
That
What
you
is
always
that?
wanted beef Wellington?
What is that?
That's the one where it's
I've always wanted to
steak.
try it, but I don't. To make it is hard, bro.
I thought you told me one time that you were like that the end goal was for you to
For sure,
to
probably
make a
during the
beef
COVID.
Wellington.
During the COVID, there's no way I'm gonna be able to make that shit.
You should try
That
it.
shit's so
How
complicated.
about this? How about this? Before 30, you make a beef Wellington. That's like
Okay,
that's like 4 years.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll look into it tonight. Literally, as soon as this podcast ends,
Make a beef Wellington.
I'm like, guys, come through.
What makes you
I
want to
need-
try it?
I
This
need-
is like supposed to be.
It
really
looks
fire.
good. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good. They say that like a lot of people, it's like their favorite dishes who are like high
Beef
class. Like
Wellington?
yeah, but it's really hard to make.
Is it like British food though?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's Italian.
Is it Italian?
I think so.
Doesn't sound Italian.
I think so. Or probably French.
I don't
French people
know.
have some good food. They've created steak frites.
I think you could do it. Wait, they created what?
I think they made steak frites.
What's that?
Steak and fries.
Oh, that's what they call it over there.
Steak frites.
This is what?
Yeah.
You were googling beef Wellington the whole time. Yeah, he said. I remember one time he was talking to me.
I heard it's bomb,
I
bro.
remember one time in the
So is it-
pandemic,
it's
he was
just
talking to me for
bread
like an hour
and-
about it.
It's like a steak in a bread, but it has also prosciutto. I think like wrapped.
You
the
mean prosciutto?
prosciutto? I think wrapped.
Prosciutto?
I think wrapped, and then I think it has like some other like either caviar or some shit in it.
So
I
you've
don't
been.
know.
Oh,
you've been
yeah, it
thinking
says
about
right
this.
here. It's a classic dish of beef tenderloins and then wrapped in a layer of mushroom, prosciutto,
Prosciutto and bread, right?
and
You
puff
see how
pastry.
complicated that shit sounds?
I think you could do it.
I guess we'll see. I'm gonna try making mac and cheese this year though.
Maybe for your dirty 30.
If I don't, who will?
Would you do it for your dirty 30?
I mean, fuck it. Might as well.
Dirty
Dude, I heard
30.
it's really hard to make. I heard it's really hard to
4
make.
years.
I
to
guess I
it.
do have 4 years.
4 years to do it.
I have 4 years. The mac and cheese though, that's coming. I'll update everybody. I'll bring
It's
On the mac and
What?
cheese.
We'll have a potluck live on the podcast.
There's only 3 of us.
Well, you guys better bring some shit. I'm bringing mac and cheese.
I'll bring the napkins.
This is like I'll
No,
bring the
you
drinks.
have to bring
Julie will
something.
bring
You
the
have to cook
spoons.
something.
What?
I'll make cake pops.
You're gonna make cake pops.
Yeah. You have to make something, Brandon. Come on.
What? Like what? I can't cook. I'm not a good cook.
Make an apple pie.
An apple pie? Damn,
No, I'm already bringing
she's
dessert.
bringing dessert.
Oh,
I'm not bringing no main course, bro. I'm not doing no main
Bring
course.
some
Okay,
ham.
bring
bring some
Ham?
curated ham.
Ham?
Well, he has mac and cheese. We need
I'll
a
go to-
we need a meat.
I'll go to Popeyes and I'll
Popeyes?
get a
Turkey.
full one.
The fried
Or I
chicken.
can get a rotisserie from Ralph's.
Man, fuck you. End this podcast right now. Go ahead, Brandon.
Well, leave it in the comments what I should bring.
Yeah,
Be
what should
reasonable.
what should
Beef Wellington.
Man, fuck you. I'm not.
Bring beef Wellington.
All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. We were a little silly today. Damn, where are my shout outs? I got a lot of notes, man. Damn, where are you guys?
Have you guys
You
ever
lost
seen
There you go.
that tweet that's like when you scour into your notes to look for like something that you had saved and never mind, actually I can't say it.
No, wait.
It's like you pass by
Oh my God. I'll bleep it out.
for sure, leave it
I'll
out.
bleep it out. Okay. Shout
you
out
think he'll
to.
remember?
Shout out. Yeah, I will. Shout out to Yoel, Eli Quintero, Steven Carvajal, Altadino Rebuild, and Diana Laura. Maybe you guys could do your own potluck.
No, we're doing the potluck now.
Okay.
You have to make something.
Wait, when is that shit?
That's still like more
It's
than a month
always on
away.
Thursday, bro.
It's always on Thursday, but
We
it's more than a
always
month
film
away.
on Thursday too.
I know, we
always
have
film-
to.
I forgot we do always film on fucking.
We have to do a
Thursday.
potluck.
Damn, it's on the 27th.
We'll invite
make-
every guest we've ever
I'm gonna
had.
make Rice Krispie treats.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
I could do that. What? What's so funny?
So we're having mac and cheese,
You're
rice Krispie treats, and cake pops.
I could live off that.
Ew, that sounds so nasty.
Will you save it for later?
I guess that's. We just had the mac and
we'll have
cheese
mac
only.
and cheese. Then later you have a cake pop for a light snack.
Mhm.
And then
Hold
finish
us
off with
accountable, guys. If we don't have a potluck this year, I don't know. Put hate comments. Hate comments everywhere.
If we don't have a potluck this year, I'm gonna need 10 more people to join.
All right. Well,
thank you for everybody who watched.
Maybe we'll film our baking on the Patreon.
so you gotta subscribe to see the potluck.
Yeah, we need like 15 more. Thank you to everybody who watched. Really hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We had a really great time. Stay safe out there. Happy Halloween if you're watching. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
See ya.